Alright guys, so right here we have NASDAQ, and I'm going to go to the hourly just to show you kind of what I'm seeing. But basically, I'm looking just at this last high point, where it formed and where it pushed off from. So when you really break this down, you have your set of lows formed right here in this area. So I'm dragging the just the trend line box or trend line tool all the way out across to see where price essentially will break past this if it does, or if it will reject. And you can see that it shot down. This is after the fact, so what we're really just looking at is hindsight, where we could have capitalized and why price moved the way it did. So looking into this, same concept here. You have a high point that was made, and then you have the low that was made just before that high point. So as long as price is flowing within this range, from this set of lows to this high, you're not looking to buy or sell any point in here up until price either comes back and breaks above, and then you get in based off of a demand push up, or if price comes here and breaks underneath, which it did. So either or, the trade could have gone either direction, but since it went beneath it, we're looking for sells. And honestly, you could have taken a lot. Like right here, this is on the 5 minute. It's a small supply push. Is it one worth taking? That's going to be something for you to kind of decide on. But definitely when you look at the hourly, you're looking for that price break right in that moment, because it's going to be a higher probability for this to continue falling a lot further. So just moving back, you have the push right here, and then you have the candle right before the push that will act as the supply zone. And you can see price comes back, just barely taps in. Most people, they're getting in right here after the candle breaks this one, and then stops are at the zone. TP, if you look at previous structure on the left, that's really what you can base it off of. So this will be the most considerable one right here, and then it keeps going, and you can see why it stops at certain places. You can see exactly where this green box is. It's correlating with these sets of lows here. So I'm going to delete this, and we're going to refine it just a little bit further, because this is a pretty big zone to be working with. So onto the 3 minute. We're going right into this area. Now you can see the smaller time frame supply zone that this really bounced off of, which is going to be right here at this green candle. Same concept, you would still be in the same trade. It's just your stop loss is now a lot tighter. So if you were really going for ratios on this instead of structure, your 1 to 3 is here. You are maybe seeing 1 tick worth of drawdown, and then everything else is going in your favor. What I'm currently trying to get in the habit of doing is, once I see that price is starting to break structure and create lower high points along this push downward, I want to try to bring my stops to break even, and then slowly just keep bringing them in and letting the trade play out as much as it goes, up until you have something like this here. You have this point. You have this point, that's a high point, and price comes back to that. So essentially you would get tapped out there, right at that point, but you would still be in the trade for this whole duration. So it goes over here. From there to there. Let's bring this to the back, so hopefully we can delete that one. And that would essentially be your actual trade. And then it's just, once you're past that, once you have stops at break even, now your trade is just flowing. And there's no reason that you should be in the negatives or worrying, in a sense.